Alright guys, what is up and welcome back to Garry's Mod, and today we'll be taking a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog abilities mod. So we've seen quite a few Sonic the Hedgehog mods in Garry's Mod, and I've even done quite a few of them, but this one kind of stands on its own because it gives you the abilities that make you feel like you're actually Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, there is a few bugs here and there, but for the most part, this is honestly a really cool mod. Being able to use things like the Super Boost, as well as being able to do things like the homing attack. Pairing this along with the right map, as well as being able to spawn things like rings, as well as spinners, booster pads, and just a whole bunch of other things. It can really make you feel like you're playing a Sonic the Hedgehog game in Garry's Mod, and I think that's really cool. If anyone did suggest this, they'll be down below. If you guys want to suggest something, please do it in the comment section down below, or in the Discord page in the description. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and take a closer look at everything in the Features tab. Alright guys, what is up and welcome back to Garry's Mod, and we'll be taking a look, like I said, at the Sonic the Hedgehog abilities mod. Now, you saw in the overview that there's quite a few cool things you can do, like being able to jump. Now, this isn't just... we'll get to the bugs in a second. Now, there's quite a few things you can do here. You can do things like the standard Sonic jump, which even makes him spin, and there's even some sound effects too. You also get a custom HUD like the ring counter in the top left and the boost meter in the bottom left as well. And you also have some cool running animations. Now, may I just say that when you go into the options here, you're gonna have a few things. You have the regular Sonic run, and this one kind of makes Sonic look a little bit retarded, so I wouldn't recommend using this one. I would recommend doing the second one, which is the fix. And as you can see, it looks just fine. It looks amazing. So this is the one we're going to be using for the rest of the video. I also suggest that you guys do pick an appropriate model. So you have things like, we can be a HEV suit Sonic the Hedgehog, we can be Knuckles, Tails, Rogue. We also have Super Sonic. Alright, so now we're going to go over his basic abilities. So first things first, we have the standard jump, which is just obviously holding down jump. And then if you press that in midair, you get the homing attack, which is a standard Sonic ability that we've seen in pretty much most of the games. And then pressing shift, if you have enough boost down there, of course, you get to activate the boost mode, which is pretty cool. And just like in Sonic Unleashed, you can even strafe left and right if you don't hit a tree like I did. And if you do decide to do this, then you do get that added flexibility of being able to move without losing a whole lot of speed. And I gotta say, honestly, this is implemented pretty well. Now we're gonna go to a more open area where we can really test out some of Sonic's greater abilities. Alright, so here we have a nice long straightway. This is really gonna demonstrate exactly how fast we can go. So I also want to mention that you can run up walls and stuff. Now this is one thing that I didn't think was possible in Source, because I know that when you go over loop-de-loops and stuff like in vehicles, you kind of just go up it as far as you can go and then you just kind of flip upside down. But this guy managed to really make this work, and what you do is you just run at a wall, and I mean it might look a little weird, but this isn't really enough. You need to get a lot of speed, so I recommend the boost mode. Now unfortunately we don't have any boost because I used it all. Alright, so I'm going to go at this full speed and we're going to see exactly what's going to happen. So I think we should. Okay, so I mean, it looks good once you get going, but obviously since Source isn't really meant to have you run up walls, things can get a little finicky really fast. Alright guys, I've taken the liberty of spawning some rings, and yes, that is true. If you go into Entities and go to the Sonic tab, we have a few cool little knickknacks, which I will go into more in-depth detail soon. I actually spawned a booster pad and it's invisible for some reason, but I'll show you guys more about what all these do. But for now, we spawned some rings just to get our boost meter up. You guys can see that meter down below. We're getting some boost. And now we're going to go ahead and use that boost mode. And you guys can just see how fast it is. Honestly, the problem, I think, is that it's going to be hard to find a map that's really capable of keeping up with Sonic's speed. Alright, so I spawned shit-faced Odessa because what better way to homing attack someone than to homing attack him? So we're going to do that. I think, yes. So it does kill multiple enemies when you do use it. Also, Odessa makes this weird sound. But it does kind of shoot you up pretty high. I mean, you get some kind of momentum from it, I understand, but it literally like throws you into the skybox. And things can get a little weird, but the thing is, the homing attack does work, and I think that's really cool that he somehow made that work at Garry's Mod in the first place. Alright guys, I'm gonna hit this thing at boost, and we're gonna see if we can run up the wall. Let's check. Whoa. Okay. Oh, so what happened there is we were running on the ceiling of the map, and then back down. So I mean, that looks really cool. And yes guys, we will be testing the loop-de-loop. That's kind of the whole purpose of this video here, is to put everything to the test and seeing if it really works. Alright, now before we continue, I've shown you all the basic abilities of Sonic. So the only thing really left to do... Whoa, why is the world tilted? Is that just me, or is everything kind of like tilted by like 10 degrees? Okay, anyway. We're gonna ignore that for now, and we're just gonna spawn some boost pads, which for some reason are invisible. Alright, my friends, here we have all the entities that come with this mod. We have a spring, which is obviously standard Sonic fashion. And I gotta say, it works pretty well. It even makes the sound effects and everything. We have a spinner, which is kind of cool because we have an actual enemy. I was looking at this mod a few weeks ago, and I don't remember this being in there, so maybe I might have missed it, but it's still cool that it's in there. And yes, you can homing attack onto it if I don't hit the spring instead. Now, I want to test, does the jump actually do any damage, if I can get it right? You know, guys, there is a few bugs I found, and some mods do conflict. One being TFA. I find that the wall running doesn't work very well when TFA is installed, so be wary of that. The homing attack works perfectly fine, and then next we have the boost ring. Okay, so I'm guessing it just kind of puts you into an orientation, maybe it gives you some boost, perhaps? Yes, it does. It gives you a little bit of a speed boost, not a whole lot. I probably shouldn't have spawned these things so close to each other, but I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. Next up we have the booster. I think that was a bad idea. Don't spawn that too close, guys. We also have a booster up, which kind of shoots you in the upward direction. And then if you really time it right, you can run on walls. Which, by the way, guys, look, you could run on the side of walls. That looks really cool, I gotta say. If you can get it right. Alright, guys, enough beating around the bush. I know why you're here. You want to see if we can go through the infamous loop-de-loop. There's been a lot of loop-de-loops in Garry's Mod maps, and... well, if you're playing standard Garry's Mod, you can't really go over the loop-de-loops with anything. With a vehicle, with running, nothing. But this time, we might have actually found the way to actually run on the loop-de-loop. So let's find a way. Let's see if we can actually do it. I'm just going to go at normal speed here without boost and see if... I don't know. I think I count that, guys. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to try boost. Boost might be a little bit hard to control. We get a nice straightaway here, but the boost is just so quick that it doesn't really matter anyway. It's like, this is really a mod meant for big maps, guys. Okay, so we're going to try boost now. Oh! Oh, that counts. And not only that, but I think we run on water. Hold up. Oh, that is badass. So not only do they get the actual aspect of running on walls and everything, but they even get you running on water. Look at that. That actually does work, so that's really cool. I'm stuck. You will get stuck on a lot of things. Obviously, Garry's Mod isn't really meant for this kind of engine. Alright, my friends, I have changed maps. We are now at Green Hill Zone 2, which is, I believe, by the same guy. I could be wrong, but this is the version 2, which is much more of a, I don't want to say open world style, but it's definitely more open for sure. I don't find it nearly as big though. Like, it doesn't really feel like a Sonic level. It just kind of looks like one. So this is a much more open-ended map, guys. You can just kind of explore, and it's more of like a playground, which is more akin to what Garry's Mod's all about. Okay, we're gonna boost over that little pond there and see if this water running thing is for real. And it is. So that is such a cool feature. I like those little details added. That already is making me love this mod. But can we do the loop-de-loop? On this map, it could be different. Let's find out. Okay, so the problem with the loop-de-loops is that they kind of move, so you have to kind of rotate while you're inside the loop-de-loop. You have to kind of move a bit to the left. And the problem is that if I try that, I'll do a sidestep, so that's going to be an issue. Alright, I feel it. Here we go. Nope, I messed up. Alright guys, here we go. So I'm going to try this one more time. I gotta say, I think the loop-de-loop was definitely quite a bit easier on the old map. Just because moving yourself around when you're on that loop, at least at the apex of it, is really, really difficult. Okay, nope, didn't even work that time for me. It's like, okay, here we go. Yeah, so the loop-de-loop on this level, I'm not really feeling, guys. But we're going to go ahead and try to run up the walls and see if that still works. Okay, we're doing something here. Oh, I'm on the ceiling. So see, this is what I want to happen. It's stuff like this, but unfortunately it looks a little weird when you're going underneath the map. So that's obviously not supposed to happen, but you guys get my drift. So that was it, guys. I really wish that I would have been able to replicate some of the things in the video preview of the mod itself, but I couldn't for the life of me find the maps he was playing on. Maybe it was custom made maps he made to demonstrate the mod, but regardless, I think that those were really good maps, and I wish I could have gotten my hands on them. But nonetheless, guys, this is a really, really awesome mod. I think this is by far, hands down, the best Sonic mod on the workshop. So if you guys are looking for your Sonic fix, this is definitely the one that I would recommend the most. Now, there is some issues with it, like obviously with the rough terrain that is in Garry's mod. It's a little difficult to manage it sometimes. Garry's mod isn't really good at keeping, at least with this mod, keeping your momentum. So if you do like a homing attack, you're not just gonna drift forward and keep that momentum of that thrust from the homing attack. It just kind of stops you after it's done, which kind of sucks. But besides that, a really cool mod. I think it really replicates Sonic very well, and you don't even really have to use a Sonic player model. We can even use me, for example. So let's see what this looks like. This might look a little goofy, guys. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the video. Oh my god, this is just, no, this is bad. I don't know why I did this. So I have Sonic's voice, obviously, but my legs are doing some weird twisty thing. My hands are crossed behind my back, and I'm doing some weird headbutting thing. I don't know what's going on. Let's try the original. This one, oh, here we go. So this one works better. Still my hands are doing something a little weird. But look, guys, I've always wanted to be Sonic, and now I can be. So if you guys want to do it with any player model, try out the weirdest player models you can think of, and let me know what you guys think is the most hilarious looking one. If you guys want to leave comments down below, please do it in the comment section down below, and like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. Also, check out my Discord in the description down below, as well as my Twitter and Facebook. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one, and until next time, my friends, farewell. Also, thank you guys so much for watching until the end of this video. If you want to check out my last video, please click on the video to the left, and if you want to see the video before that, it'll be the one on the right. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until next time, guys, farewell.